party. And a membership party where everybody invites one person that has never been to your club before. And you see these little boxes. If you open them up, there's just a sample of what's in the toolkits. And there's some M&Ms in there that says membership matters, and that can be a little party favor. There are the 10 myths of Rotary, what people perceive Rotary is all about. And then there is an invitation, and the invitation is not to send us a thank you note. The invitation is to send the person that you invite to your membership party a little note that says, thank you so much, we hope you had a great time. And I cannot tell you how much it means to receive a real touchable notice in the mail. I mean, everything is on the screen, and we have touch screen, but it's just not the same. So those are just some suggestions, and as we go through today, you write down any more questions. We've got some note cards that you can write down if you don't have any paper. And also, I'm going to introduce my cohorts here, because I know most of you, hopefully all of you, heard Sandy Forrester this morning talk on membership, and Sandy is the past district governor of District 5810, and she's also a zone member on cadre. So she's going to be walking around after we have these questions passed out and listening, and she's got all kinds of information in her little brain there, and she'd be happy to talk to you about it. And later on, she's going to explain to us what a QR code is, and there's some wonderful demographic information that you can pull up on the internet, and she's going to show us how to do that. So this is the deal. We got a little bit from Bobby this morning. We're going to give each table one question, and you are to discuss that question, and we're going to give you about 15 minutes to do that. And Sandy and I are going to go around and kind of listen in. If you have any questions or you need something, we'll try to help you out. And Cindy Charity, my good friend and Rotary member here in Beaumont, is going to be our recorder. And once everybody records their information from their table and reports back to us, then Cindy is going to record it for the overall group, and then turn that into the powers that be. So we're going to pass out the questions, but we need one volunteer from each table to be the recorder. And by that, we're not having you come up, we're just having you write down the suggestions and the things that you talk about at your table regarding to this question. Not about how the party was last night. It wasn't. And again, before I do this, I forgot to introduce myself, and not that it's that important, but I just wanted to tell you my connection between membership and volunteers, and I don't mean to be turning my back to you folks over here. For 15 years, I was the Regional Development Director for the Salvation Army of Southeast Texas. So I went all the way from Galveston, Freeport, over to Bryan and College Station, and then up to Nacogdoches and Lufkin. And one of the things that I saw in all of these different Salvation Army, we called them corps, was that they had a tremendously difficult time trying to get volunteers to be on their executive boards. And so the clubs or the organizations that were motivated and had something to offer had no problem at all. But those clubs that just kind of sat back and the members were there for the last 59 years and got real comfortable in where they were, they had trouble trying to get those members. So that's my tie into membership today. Membership is membership. volunteers or whether it's for Rotary or any other organization. If you don't have a passion and if you don't have an interest and excitement about it, you're not going to do very well. So we're hoping that this is kind of a launching point for you, and that you go back and not just say, well, that's over, and throw the little box in the back of the truck. Yes, sir.
You never gave us your name.
I don't have one.
I didn't think so. I wasn't sure.
Shorten your card and then you'll be able to see who you are.
Yeah,
I'm Miss Anonymous. No, my name is Judy Kallstrom, and I am a retired person right now, so it's wonderful. Okay, so here we go. These are the questions, and I'll read them, and we're going to get one question per table. First question is, how can the club membership committee attract new members? And that goes to Club 1. Who's your report manager? Okay. Second question, how do we engage and involve new members in service projects? Question 3, what does our local area demographic look like, and how can our club diversify?
Sam.
Question 4, why do people join Rotary, or why don't they join Rotary? Table 4. And table 5, membership retention is critical. How can we keep our members engaged? And that'll go to this table. Are there anybody in the back tables there? No? Okay. So we got them all. All right, you're going to have about 15 minutes for you to discuss your questions amongst yourselves, and then we'll have a report.
Committee, and we're not sure that all clubs do have a committee. For example, in our club, we have a membership chair, not so much a committee. So we said that every club needs to appoint a club membership chair and submit this name to the directory so that our district chairperson can contact all of the clubs that have membership. Right under that, we said develop a strong membership committee if we haven't done that already. We also had some ideas like bring a friend to Rotary Day, advertise. Your admission to the meeting today is to bring a friend. The Angelina Club had a rush party where they met at a local Mexican food restaurant, and they invited some non-Rotarians to come and join and learn about Rotary, which that worked out for us. We're lucky and they got one member to join and couldn't go on Thursday, so that was nice. We liked that. Y'all need to do that again. Also, we said that strong programs and strong activities should be in place, because if they look like they're fun, if they look like they're enjoyable and informational, we'll get more people. We said invite potential Rotarians to work projects, not just the members, but people that might be interested. And the last thing we said was when we're developing new projects, don't just look at the members in the club and their interests, but look at other people in town that might have ideas, but they don't have a vehicle to develop those ideas and make them work. So that's our list.
Very good. Thank you so much. Table number 2, who's go?
Okay, our question was, how do you engage and involve new members in service projects? So we came up with a few things. I don't know if this is going to be revolutionary with you guys, but we thought, speak more about the projects. Tell them, because new members come in, they may not know a whole lot about the project. But so spend a little time explaining what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish, those types of things. More personal contact with members when you try to solicit their help. Sometimes by going up and asking them personally to participate, you'll get more participation. Put new members in positions of responsibility or put them in charge. I think you'll see that that'll generate new ideas. For example, in our club, we've had a career day that we've done for 25 years or so. members complain about the program. We had a new member, fairly new member come in. He was put in charge. He revamped it. It came off very efficiently this year. And I think people are a little more excited about the program now. And then the last thing was the Red Badge program, which, we've kind of toyed with it a little bit. We've partially implemented it, but we can do a much better job on it. And that's just to get people talking to new members and getting to know your other members in your club, making them feel comfortable. So I think that's a real good idea.
Okay, thank you. Who's the spokesperson and who's another?
Good morning, all. Strong discussion at the table. Our topic was to define, and come up with how does your local demographic look like and how can your club diversify. I'm going to take a personal moment and say it's real easy. Somebody asked me to join Rotary. I'm fortunate in that our membership development committee chairman, Bill Teague, asked me to join Rotary. It's that simple. And asked me why, and I said, nobody asked. It's just real simple. So we went back and we started, we have a number of economic development people and chamber people at our table. Where do you get the information from? What's going on in your community? What does your community look like? You can find that information, either online, you can find it at your Chamber of Commerce, you can find it in your economic development. They will give you all kinds of breakdowns of what's available in your community, the people, the population, the amount of money, the circulation that's going in and out of your town. Now you go to Club Runner and look at what your club looks like. How old is your club? What's the gender of your club? How long have they been members? What's your turnover and retention rate? And then make decisions about that. Someone talked about having a membership committee. We don't have a membership committee, we have a membership development committee. That's hugely important to us. We're 165 members. When you come into our club, not only are you going to be a part of the Red Badge program, you're going to be on that membership development committee. And it's structured, I'll guarantee you, Bill runs it, it's 1 hour a month. You get in, you do the business, and you get out. But it's at the same time, it's where new members get to talk about what it's like to be a new member. What are they missing out on? What's the lingo of the club? What is it they don't understand? What is this object of Rotary? What is service above self? And that's all besides the Red Badge program that's going on. A couple of other things. We use new members to get new members. I shop at the same places. I go to the same doctor, I use the same grocery store, I use the same gas station. I get to know the same people. I take in a new member, and all of a sudden they've got new friends that we didn't know before. And that's hugely important to us in trying to diversify our ideas. The other thing we went back to, old school stuff. Rotary's been doing this for a long time. Classifications. What's open in your club? What are you missing out? Take the yellow pages, take your badge box and put them side by side, and what are you missing? Who are you missing? Could you use another one? And we're not looking for high numbers. It takes high numbers when you're 165 members, and when your age is pretty high, we lose a couple of members a year. In today's economic world, you're going to have people that just change jobs. They move on. So not only do you have to fill those spots, you've got to go get some more. So I encourage the classification. The other thing that we start doing is once a quarter we have Fifth Thursday. It's on the Fifth Thursday in the quarter. We have a big social somewhere in town on an evening, and we encourage people to invite new people in. If the Rotary meeting is a little too structured for you, then come be a part of our social. It's real easy. Anecdotally, something that we've noticed in the last month in our club, we used to run right up until 12 o'clock because everybody wanted to run away and leave at 12 because you got to get back to work. Our president has changed that meeting time so that it ends 11 to 12 minutes before the hour. And guess what? There's a lot of business that goes on. Rotary members are getting to see Rotary members and talk about the business of our town. And we think that's going to be key to our future